guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Asia. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Asia. I'm 19 and I'm a sophomore in college. So now that we are introduced, and for those who already know me, let's get into the video. So as you know, I just finished my first semester of sophomore year, and as you all know, due to COVID and the pandemic, most schools went online, like me. So in today's video, I'm just going to be talking about what my first semester of sophomore year was like, being online, and basically how did I feel about this school year. So if you like videos like this, and if you would like to keep hearing what I got to say, just keep on watching. But before we get into that, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on my 12 days of Christmas that I have in store for you guys. And yeah, and if you're here, thank you for watching. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so this video doesn't have any kind of structure. I know it's so much like me, and yeah, so this video has no structure, but I just wanted to say, if I have to rate the online semester from on a scale of 1 to 10, I give a 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10. I feel like that's still generous, but it's getting a 7 out of 10. So I took 4 classes this semester. To be a full-time student at my school, you have to take 16 credit courses, which is just 4 classes. Well, for me, it's 4 classes because each of my classes were 4 credits. So I took elementary Spanish, which is a Spanish 101, it's basic Spanish. I also was taking microbiology. That class was not my favorite at all, for multiple reasons. I also was taking quantitative chemical analysis, which is the third chemistry class that I completed at my school. And class was a 10 out of 10. Professor, amazing. Like, he deserves some kind of award or Grammy or whatever. A teaching award was simply because the way he handled this online semester, the dedication he put into this online semester, God bless his soul. And he had 2 kids, 2 young kids at that. Like, I mean, like, they were like 6 and 8, or like 7 and 8. I can't remember, but like, they were young kids. Okay, chef kids. And then last but not least, I was taking, what was the third? I was taking English 101, but the English 101 I was taking was African American literature. Also, he was very particular, very odd guy, but I did not dislike him. Like, I tolerated his class. Like, it wasn't mandatory to come. He didn't care how we wrote the papers, as long as that we did what we did. Like, we didn't have to have no reference page, no title page. Like, only thing that we need to reference was like the page number where we got the quote. That was it. He said the first day of class, I don't care if you read the books, as long as you get a paper into me. He's like, I don't care how you get the papers done, as long as you get them in. I said, baby boy, is this how you really want to go about this? So, on a class wise, I would say, I have on a shirt, by the way. I have on a shirt. I just realized that it looked like I didn't have on a shirt. But I just want to say, on the class level, I give school an 8 out of 10. Like, I didn't have a heavy workload. Like, I was, and like, for like half of the semester, really more 2/3 of the semester, I was working 7 days a week. I was working both at Dunkin', and I was also working at Sonic, but I would work in the morning. So like, if I work Sonic on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but I will work from 5:30 to 9 o'clock. And then when I work Dunkin', and I will work from 6 to 10 if I work Monday through Friday. So it wasn't a heavy workload at all. I feel like the only thing that was heavy about my workload was really microbiology. I feel like out of all my classes, she required the most work, because it just required a lot of outside studying, and mostly because I wasn't grasping the concepts of microbiology. So if you didn't know, I was going to school to double major. I was double majoring chemistry and biology on the pre-med track. But after microbiology, when I was talking to my advisor, because at my school, in order to graduate from my college, we are required to write a thesis. So if you don't know what a thesis is a thesis is like this really long paper that you have to write based on your major, okay? And it's up to your advisor on however long your thesis has to be. So if you double major, you have to do 2 theses, not unless they're like close in the same like major department that you were able to combine. So since I was like a chemistry and bio major, I would have to only do 1 thesis. But if I was like a chemistry and English major, I would have to do 2 separate theses. Does that make sense? Because they're like 2 completely different things. So I was freaking out because I was failing microbiology. Like I was failing the test, and her class was completely all tests. So even though I took 4 classes, the labs are counted as their own class. So the chemistry lab is counted as its own, and then at the end of the school year, the microbiology lab is 20% of my lecture grade. So it's based out of 100. So 80% is lecture, 20% is lab. But I don't see what my final grade is until at the end when they can combine both of that. But for chemistry, it's separate. So the lab grade is separate, and then the lecture grade is separate. But I'm not talking about chemistry because chemistry was a breeze for me, but microbiology, it was horrible. So when it came to advising day, I was just talking to my advisor, and I'm like, yeah, like I'm really not doing good in microbiology. Like I don't matter how much studying I do, how many times I rewatch the lectures, like I cannot pass these tests. I'm not doing well, and I just feel like I should drop my double major and just focus on chemistry because chemistry is my strong suit, and I know I have to write this thesis in order for me to graduate from here, and I can't write my thesis on something that I don't understand, and I'm struggling. And she's like, yeah, I agree with you. She's like, I would drop the double major and just only take the biology courses that you need for pre-med, and then just leave it at that. And it just made me really comforting. So now your girl is no longer a double major. I'm just doing chemistry with pre-med, and I even been battling about thinking about not even doing pre-med because I'm scared to take any more biology courses after microbiology. And all of my sisters, like all my sorority sisters, are telling me like this 1 grade is not going to define you, like it's not going to stop you from being like where you want to be. And I get that, but like when you have a mom that is constantly nagging at you, I don't want to say nagging because I feel like it has a negative connotation, but when you have a mom that's constantly like on you about your grades and like telling you like, see what happened if you fail that class, see what happened if you fail that class, it kind of like, it makes me like not want to try. I'm not gonna say like not want to try, but it makes me like really be like, it makes me want to take the easy way out. And I feel like me taking the easy way out is like even giving up a pre-med because like I still have to take some more biology courses, and I really don't even know if I'm ready for that. Like I didn't even, when I made my schedule, I made sure I had no biology courses up there because like I mentally cannot handle it. Like I'm not gonna say depressed, but like going to class, it made me not want to go because I won't understand the content. And I like to learn. Like education is my thing. Like I love to learn. Like anybody can tell you that. Like I love to learn. Like I would be like real quick, spit some facts at you. I love to learn. No matter what it is, I just like to learn. So I'm just like in this dilemma of like, do I want to stay pre-med? Do I want to drop pre-med and just be a chemistry major? Because like I want to be a doctor, but like how bad do I want it? And like when you apply to med school and stuff, they look at these things and it's just like, how do I explain failing the class? Well, I haven't failed the class yet, but I'm just saying, how do you explain that when you apply to these medical schools? And like some people are saying like grades shouldn't matter right now because we're in a hard time with COVID, and I definitely agree to some extent, but like then I think about, well, what if COVID wasn't a thing and I was still taking this class? Well, I still have failed. But overall, being online hasn't been that much of a difference for me besides like the little depression I get from being at home because sometimes my parents are just in my ears. But I think that's with being online or not. Anytime I come home. honestly. But like being online definitely made me appreciate being away from campus. I miss school so much. I miss just having the luxury to just go to class. I miss having the luxury of swiping into the dining hall. I miss having the luxury of my own space and not having to follow my parents' rules. Don't get me wrong, I love my parents and I abide by their rules because this is their house and they're sheltering me. But I miss the freedom of just be like going out at 3 a.m. to go to a 7-Eleven or go to Royal Farms. And I miss being in Maryland. Like, I miss being in Maryland. Like, I really do. Like, if it's just fun, I miss, like, having to drive away and actually get away from my parents and knowing, like, I'm not close, well, I'm close enough I can come back home, but do I want to pay this $14 toll? Okay? Because that Chesapeake Bay Bridge, baby, she's not cheap, okay? $14 to come back, there and back. So that's $30 off the rip. Do I want to spend $30 to come home? That's the question. I miss, like, having to be in the library and studying with my friends. I miss seeing them on campus. I miss going to the basketball games. I feel like we're missing out on so much because of COVID. So I'm just ready to go back to school. I just miss seeing everybody and seeing everybody pretty faces and like really be able to participate. I miss not being able to hang out with my sorority sisters and not actually having a proper rush, like a proper informal rush. I just missed a lot of stuff that I didn't think I would miss being at home on campus until school started, and I just really feel bad. But I also am still grateful that I have the luxury to attend classes at home, because some people don't have the means or the necessary. Some people have to pick up extra jobs to take care of others at home. Some people are not able to continue school right now due to COVID, and I'm just grateful that I still have the opportunity to be a child and to be this young adult and like go to work, have disposable, go to work, but not alone go to work, but just have disposable income to spend my money how I like and not have to worry about paying for school. And most people don't have the luxury of doing that, and I definitely have that privilege. So I just don't want to see like this video is very nagging. But that's basically like how the online semester went for me. It was just like it was a little shit show in the beginning. Not gonna lie, it was a little shit show in the beginning. I remember the very first day of class. It was August 24th and Zoom went down. And I had to meet my Spanish teacher. We had to move from Zoom to Microsoft Teams. I remember that. It was the first day of school and I just remember Zoom going down. And I just remember everybody on Twitter was on a handstand talking about is Zoom going down, the new snow day. And I was weak. I was so weak. But I just hope maybe next semester is better. Hopefully I'm in a better mental place. I do want to say grades do not define you. C's get you degrees, okay? That 2.0, that 2.5 is going to get you across that stage. It's going to get you a degree at the end of the day. And just remember that grades in school is only a small part of your life, even though you are paying money. And I keep trying to just tell myself that. So, yeah, that's really how the semester went for me. As y'all can see, my thoughts are all over the place because the semester for me was all over the place. I think the best thing that came out of this semester is it definitely joining a sorority and taking up the secretary position of the Black Student Union. It wasn't planned. Somebody had to give up their position and I just decided I'll step in and fill it. And I think definitely doing those two things has made me have a better semester, since I have the time to talk to people and I'm not just going to school and going to work. I actually have meetings and stuff to attend, so I actually get to talk and hear other people's voices, and that's also an amazing thing. I feel like that's all I really got to say on this semester, and I feel like now I'm just babbling and this video is already going to be long enough, and we know I could talk for days. So on that note, that is exactly how I feel about the semester. If you made it this far, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, because there's more content to come, and there's more rambles and rants to come, and more surprises to come as well. So if you want to see the surprise I have in store for y'all, keep watching. Subscribe and keep watching my videos so you don't miss it. I feel so demanding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go now. It was nice meeting you. Handshake. Yeah, so I love you all. Bye.
Many times, many ways,